Well, hey again, everyone. This is Bob from Bossrox DIY Solar, and in today's video, we're going to do a efficiency comparison test between the sand heater that I built last winter versus a common ceramic heater. And what we're going to do here is plug these up to a kilowatt meter there and see how much power they use overnight, and also check the temperature of the shed in the morning between the two, and see which one turns out to be better as far as power usage. Now, the sand heater that I built last year didn't have a thermostat on it, so when it was plugged in, it would run continuously, and it would get up to near about 900 degrees. So this year I've got a thermostat put on it, you see right down there, and with the excess solar that I had today to use, I used that to charge up this sand heater and get it up almost to full temperature. And right now it's up near about, probably close to 600 degrees. And the thermostat will probably kick off somewhere a little past 600, I think. So the difference being is that this sand heater is pre-charged, so it's already hot. And thermostat will cycle it on and off, so it won't be using that 1150 watts continuously all night, whereas once I put in the ceramic heater over there and turn that on, and I'll have it come on at about 70 degrees. Once it comes on at 70 degrees, it'll probably run continuously all night. So what I want to see is the difference in power consumed between that heater over there and this one right here versus the shed temperature in here, and see what it does, and see which one comes out the winner on that. Now, this is going to be our first cool night that we're having since fall started, and we're starting out the night with 61 degrees there outside, and here in the shed is 76 degrees. So anyways, stay tuned for the results in the morning, and then tomorrow night we'll go into the test with the ceramic heater and see what we come up with. Okay, we're here at 7 o'clock in the morning, and after a 14.5-hour run, let's see what we got here for temperature outside and inside. Not quite 43 degrees outside and almost 61 degrees here inside. And let's see how much power we used up in 14 hours. Let's see, 7.78 kilowatts. That's not too bad at all. And as you can see, it's drawing 1100 and about 25 to 30 kilowatts. Or excuse me, 1125 watts. Yeah, it's still early. And that shows me that the sand heater there did very little cycling overnight. It'd come on, heat up, and it was shut down for a long time before it came back on. So it didn't use near as much power as I was expecting it to, which is good. So anyways, tonight we're going to have a near duplicate temperature of what we've had this morning, and so we're going to try out the ceramic heater over there and see what it does by morning time, and compare it to the temperature outside versus inside and kilowatt usage, and we will find out which one is the winner. So stay tuned for that. All right, folks, here we are again. Second day of the sand heater versus the ceramic heater. And as you can see, we have nearly identical temperatures as we did yesterday. About 43 degrees outside and 60 degrees inside. And the only difference is that the sand heater was unplugged right at 8 o'clock. And since it had already stored heat in it, it kept the shed up to temperature until my solar furnace kicked in, which is about an hour and a half later. So the difference between that and this is I'm going to have to keep this running until my solar furnaces kick in. So it's going to use some more power before it's finished. But let's see what it's done so far. Right now we're up to 7.2 kilowatts. And as you might remember, yesterday before I unplugged this, we had 7.7 kilowatts. But this still has another hour and a half to run before the solar furnace kicks in and takes over heating the shed. So in actuality, it looks like there's really not much difference between the sand heater and the ceramic heater as far as power consumption versus how warm it kept the shed. So it looks like maybe the sand heater is a totally unnecessary project that didn't need to be done. So anyways, I've learned something from that. I hope you have too. And we'll have one more check here before the end of the video to see what the power consumption on the ceramic heater is as soon as my solar furnaces kick in, and that will be the end of the video. So as soon as that happens, we'll turn the camera back on and see what we got. Well, all right, my solar furnace is now kicked in full force, so that ends the test on the ceramic heater. And let's see what we've got for a tally on power usage. 7.9 kilowatts, about 2.5 of a kilowatt more than the sand heater. So as far as power usage, they came out pretty darn close to each other. The only advantage I would give over one heater over the other would be probably the sand heater, because if you have the excess solar where you can preheat this before you lose power to your solar panels, then what's going to happen is your shed temperature is going to drop a lot more slower because you have preheated sand heater there, whereas as soon as the temperature starts dropping, you're going to have to kick on your ceramic heater. And then in the morning, of course, you've got all that stored heat, and since I've got a solar furnace, I can unplug this an hour and a half before my solar furnace comes on, and it'll maintain the temperature in the shed until the solar furnace comes on. And then when the solar furnace does come on, I still have the leftover heat in there contributing to the heat in the shed, which means that my shed's going to heat up faster with the solar heater and the solar furnace together than just the ceramic heater. So there is a slight edge over that, but if I knew then what I know now, I may not have even endeavored on this solar sand heater project here. If you've got the extra money and the time and you like to experiment, it's a fun thing to mess with, and I did learn something from it, so no big loss. But anyways, there you go. That's the end result of the comparison of the two heaters. And as you can see, there's not really any better advantage, well, very little advantage over building a sand heater over having a ceramic heater. So there you go. Hope you learned something from that, and thanks for watching. See you on the next one.